Paul, thank you for joining me on Reds TV. We've come to Kings Lynn today and we've gone down 2-0. What's your opinion of the game?
We huffed and puffed, Dan, didn't we? We worked our socks off and worked hard, but we were devoid of any real quality today for me, and that was what let us down today. They're a good side again, aren't they? They're a good side, and we've come to a tough place, and I think they've lost one here all season against Starbridge, so it was always going to be a tough ask. And we've worked our socks off, but we just haven't been good enough. Individually, I've spoke to the group because we're on a real bad run at the minute, and something's got to change somewhere. It's very, very important as individuals they take responsibility, because at the moment the performances aren't good enough.
Like you said, it's a tough place to come, and not many people have come here and got anything, let alone a point. We saw two sloppy goals, one header on the back post, which was a bit of a scramble, and another one where the guy just wasn't closed down on the edge of the box and he just had fired at a goal.
Yeah, I agree with the first one. It's a defensive error, it's a free header on the back post, and you've got to take responsibility in those situations. Slightly disagree with the second. I think he's done really well to jink inside, and it was a great finish. For me, that was a real bit of quality, especially his finish. So, like I said, Dan, we're not playing well enough at the moment, and the results suggest that. It's very, very important now that the boys take responsibility for their performances, because it's I'll back them when they deserve to be backed, but at the moment we're on a bad run of form, and the reason we're on a bad run of form because we haven't been playing well. That said, there's not many changes from a group that over Christmas period were beating the likes of Halesone and Alfchurch and Rushall, so it's a strange one, and it's important now. Two huge home games coming up, and we've got to make sure we take some points out of those two games. What do you think it is? Can you put your finger on what you think has changed since the middle of December till now? It's very difficult. I think Ahmed Ali's calming influence, middle of the park, I think we missed that to an extent, and we haven't managed to take responsibility in there to sort of calm things down. That apart, it's a habit. You can get into a habit of winning games, Dan, and you can also get into a habit of losing games. And you saw the confidence drain out of us after they scored their first, and we were right up against it for a 15-minute spell and hung in there. So it's about building the confidence back up again. It's about working hard. And like I said to you before, like I've said a couple of times now, it's very, very important the boys go home and start taking responsibility for their performances, because at the moment there's not enough performing to their optimum. Like you've said in the past, there's no easy games in this league. We go to Needham Market, come to the Trico Stadium next Saturday. Do we look like we've got anybody coming back? Jack Storer in particular? Yeah, Jack Storer's trained really well the last this week, Tuesday and Thursday, and was very, very close today. We didn't want to risk him today with three fixtures next week, a real big week for us. So yeah, very, very hopeful now. If he comes through Tuesday and Thursday, he'll be ready and raring for Saturday. So yeah, Jack should be available hopefully for Saturday. Brilliant. Thank you, Paul. Okay, Dan. Cheers.